in the case of, President-elect Trump winning and calling out Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, on what should be expected of him, I'm struggling. Why would anybody in their right mind start poking the guy that has the ability to increase tariffs only based on asking for one certain thing? Now, I'm going to ask for your comments on this because Justin Trudeau decided to take exception and take a run at Donald Trump without saying Donald Trump, but we sure know who he was directing his comments to. Let's take a quick look.
I think there's a number of folks in different countries, and I won't point out any particular one, where folks are going to be wondering about the choice they may be made in elections. Let's not be that kind of country in Canada.
Okay,
let's be deliberate with the choices we make.
Right there. You know what? I would say that Canadians have been wondering for the last 9 years, or at least the last, let's say, call it 6 years, what the hell they were thinking. There is no reason. Look, when Trudeau first got elected, it was because he legalized marijuana. Okay, that ship sailed. Everybody's high, enjoying it, whatever, that's fine. That was the decision people made. Now, every decision after that, I'm pretty sure Canadians are going to double down and go, we really screwed up. Now, the only reason why Trudeau can get elected or even remotely have any kind of power is because most of the people voting for him are government employees. In fact, he's inflated the government employment to a level never seen before in any other country. So when he starts talking about other countries and he starts sitting there saying people are questioning who they voted for, you couldn't be more direct about saying President-elect Trump. Okay, you can sit there and mask it, whatever, grow a set of balls finally and stand up instead of being this little weasel that always you've been and everybody has identified. Let's see what else he says.
If we want to stop fighting climate change, if we want to re-legalize assault-style weapons, if we want to put back into question women's rights, if we want to scrap $10 a day childcare across the country, and stop delivering free dental care to vulnerable seniors, then in a democracy, that's a choice people can make.
Get ready. Okay, let's stop it right there. In a democracy, that's the choice people can make. Get ready, Trudeau, because the decision's already been made. Democratically, we're going to make it. You know what's so funny, though? This is the same asshat that doesn't want to turn around and allow an election. He's got his little sidekick, Jagmeet Singh, keeping him in power. He should have been out of power a long time ago, but he's not really exercising democracy. What he's doing is blackmailing people with pensions, saying, stay in power and I'll make sure you get your pension. They're riding it out to the very end and taking all of Canadian taxpayers. Remember, not all Canadians are taxpayers, especially new ones, but Canadian taxpayers' money, because all they want to do is put the money in their pocket and make sure they screw Canadians. Let's see what else this idiot has to say.
You too. That's a choice people can make. But let's take on the responsibility as electors, as thoughtful agents of change in our communities, to be smart about, no matter how much we want change, let's not fall into an easy trap of voting for change for the worse. Canadians deserve better, and I know they're going to pick it.
Yeah, you're right. Canadians deserve. Yeah, let's listen to that applause. Canadians do deserve better. In fact, I'm pretty damn sure there wasn't one person there clapping for him. So here's the other part. Okay, is the fact that he is relentless on his, what would you do it? Being a weasel and trying to make little derogatory comments to the biggest economy that is south of our border. And here's one more statement by him that he really, you know what? Let's take a look, because I can't even explain what he's doing.
Just a few weeks ago, the United States voted for a second time to not elect its first woman president. Everywhere, women's rights and women's progress is under attack, overtly and subtly. But I want you to know that I am, and always will be, a proud feminist. You will always have an ally in me and in my government.
Okay, I gotta dance a fine line here because with him saying that he's a feminist, I never want to ever, offend, females, the idea that, there should be gender equality. This is so important. But the fact that he said they did not elect a female president, look, if anybody knew anything about her, she shouldn't have even been on the ballot, period. She was the worst choice as a candidate. There was no reason for her to do it. She wasn't even a decent candidate. So it wasn't that America didn't vote for a female president. They just voted for a better candidate. And guys like this wanting to wave the flag and call himself a feminist, I'm sorry. But you know what? You are not. You are pathetic. Because what you want to do is make sure if somebody's in power, somebody's in your party, you do it because they are the correct person, not because it's gender equality. The most important thing for our government is to get the best leaders. He clearly isn't. And it's time that he goes. He keeps singing these songs, and it's finally time for him to go. We've had enough. Bye-bye, Justine, whatever you want to call yourself. It's time for you to go. Look, one of the things, just so you know, here in Canada, the Bank of Canada reduced the rate again today. So 0.5%. We're sitting at 3.25 as the overnight rate for the Bank of Canada. There's all sorts of reasons for it, but a lot of it is pandering to guys like him. We're going to see the rates go down. Yes, we've got unemployment issues. We still have inflationary issues. We have all sorts of financial problems. My problem is the statements that our federal government, the leaders of our country, are making. Just cut interest rates again down. A step in the right direction to bring down costs for Canadians. Do you think it happens overnight? Like, seriously, if we go to the grocery store right now, did the price of groceries go down? No. This is a long-term effect that you put into place. By increasing taxes, you turn around and we are the highest tax country virtually in the world. And on top of that, you think that, okay, everything became affordable. And then you've got our finance minister. She doesn't know the first thing about financing, but hey, look, she used to be a reporter, right? So let's see what she has to write. So Bank of Canada cutting interest rates again, making Canada the first in the G7 to cut rates 5 times. Yeah, do you remember how we went up? But the thing is, this means your mortgages will cost less, business can invest more, and our economy can grow stronger for everyone. Kumbaya. She is such a moron. When she starts saying businesses can invest more, we gotta dig ourselves out of the shit you put us in. You think it happens overnight. It doesn't. Okay, you clearly don't know anything about financing. So when it comes down to the Prime Minister of Canada, who said he doesn't understand numbers or financing, then shut up. She needs just to go away, okay? You don't know what you're talking about. The idea that the economy can go stronger now? What? Like I said, overnight? This is going to be years in the making. You have damaged the Canadian family more than you can ever imagine. And it's time, finally time, that we get rid of them. The most important thing right now for us as Canadians, take care of your fellow Canadian, your tax-paying Canadian, your family, the next generation. These are the things that we need to focus on as Canadians. These guys, they left us behind a long time ago. It's time that we left them behind. Hey, listen, love to hear your comments. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to know more, there's a link here. I'm going to be talking more about the interest rate cuts and everything else. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Todd C. Slater.